As the onslaught known as, well, let me take that back. The massacre, no, how can we think about this? The fatalistic career cultural ending known as Drake. That's better. Let's roll with that one. Let's keep that one rolling. All right, let's go. Drake seems to be at an all-time low at this point in time. Drake is uploading to his Instagram stories about what would it be like if he's no longer here. And the people in the industry are saying, don't worry, it's not even a what if. We're going to show you what it looks like. And as we move forward here and we're talking about the grand chess players that have been on the forefront, we're not talking about the behind the scenes possible situations that are taking place. Number one, let's bring up Lear Cohen, a suspect of interest. Around the time when Cohen was heading Def Jam, there was a significant moment involving Drake. There was a handshake deal. Lear Cohen was really vying, he was pushing for recruiting the likes of Drake because he was such a promising talent at the time. And Lear Cohen stated himself, the truth is Drake shook my hand. It doesn't matter, he didn't stop the party. I'm happy for him, I'm happy for his fans. It didn't hurt my feelings, but you know I'm old school. Clearly, for me personally, looking at Lear Cohen's body language, he says, hey, it is what it is, but I'm a little irritated. Drake decided to sign with Cash Money Records. Maybe that is a history folks may not be aware of, but nonetheless, we move forward. Drake has a magnanimous career. He is everywhere. I mean, OVO sneakers, sweatshirts, and sweatshops. I mean, Drake is the man until this current historical moment in the culture known as the music industry, hip hop, rap, whatever category you want to place the narrative in. This is a critical, crucial moment in Drake's career. There are many rappers that Drake has seemed to cross, slighted, or people are just sick of seeing his face, but there are people more powerful behind the scenes to seem to have an issue with Drake. Now, back then, Lear Cohen was just moving around and still recruiting talent. Remember, now, Lear Cohen is nothing to sneeze at. Let's be clear about the power of Lear Cohen. I mean,
I've never even heard of this dude until this goddamn video. So I'm curious to find out who this nigga is.
played a very significant role in the careers of Run DMC, LL Cool J, and of course the
Really?
legendary group known as A Tribe Called Quest. Rest in peace, Phife Dawg. However though, Lear Cohen for the most part for a while has flown under the radar. Of course, after leaving 300 Entertainment, which he did found and start the label, Lear Cohen in 2016 was named YouTube's global head of music. Now, why does that play a possible significant role in this situation? Well, think about it. Have we ever, in any history at any point in time concerning Drake's video career on YouTube, and I have to use it in that terms, all of the videos that has been uploaded to YouTube through Drake's or Drizzy official YouTube account, have we ever seen more than 1 million thumbs down? We've never seen that before. Lear Cohen is still active over YouTube as it stands right now. Now, the roles may be interchangeable, but he has not left YouTube's global head of music. Now, at this point in time, it is a very competitive game. It's a very competitive market. You have so many things on the table right now. You have the traditional music real estate that is very important as it stands right now. And we know about Drake's elusive, exclusive direct partnership with UMG when you break down the details. I mean, talk about a lifetime deal. Like Ye says, I feel bad for ninjas.
Serve your master, nigga. You caught a little bag for your masters, didn't you? Lifetime deal. I feel bad for niggas.
Flipping in the
Oh, that's who he was talking about? I did not know that. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that motherfucking song. No, huh, bruh?
front yard talking about look at my new jewelry. But also it seems at this point in time YouTube is in the business of revealing Drake's true numbers, or at the very least the true dislikes of Drake. And then why had this information being floated and promoted in the media? I mean, this is all on X. This is all being written up by USA Today and some of the other online publications that usually either just cover music directly or cover pop culture directly. Drake has never had more than 1 million dislikes at any point in time in his career. And not only that, the growth or lack of growth of his video is strange and odd in itself. Now, that being the case, Lear Cohen was guaranteed through a handshake, and it's not his first time. I wanted to be clear. People say, well, maybe Lear Cohen did this handshake differently because him and Drake have a special heritage in common. Not necessarily. If you check the trajectory of Lear Cohen,
A special heritage handshake in common, huh? Yes, indeed.
And how he does deals with people, a handshake can usually be involved in the room. Whether it is the Masonic Griffin handshake, that's another story. However, though, he did have a handshake as he was looking to acquire the talents of Aubrey Drake Graham, and Drake says, "Yep, I'm going down south." That can leave a very bad taste in your mouth. Of the 48 laws of power, Rule 61: never create unnecessary enemies. I kid. However, though, Drake has been acquiring a large, significant amount of enemies. I mean, it is pretty harrowing how fast he's been able to acquire these enemies at this point in time and still not necessarily maintain healthy relationships. And at this point in time, Lear Cohen is no longer in the position where he can be disregarded. He's actually in a pretty much fixed position as YouTube's global head of music, where he can have an effect on the appearance of the power of Drake or the appearance of the lack of power that Drake doesn't have. At this point in time, it seems that there is more than just rappers in the forefront that are tired of Drake, irritated with Drake, or have had a grudge against Drake, or Drake may have slighted some way, somehow behind the scenes. These individuals carry far more power than the rappers. Of course, the rappers carry far more power in the cultural visibility, the clout, the billboard. They are the face of the campaign. They are very much so needed, which is why you would need a cooperative effort. And then in some cases, when you are down bad and you've acquired so many silent enemies, sometimes they're just going to catch you when you're taking a knee, like Colin Kaepernick, to catch your breath. I believe multiple things are happening right now in this scenario. However, though, this is a very important possible factor, as YouTube's global head of music is none other than Lear Cohen, a guy that was once promised a new talent to have been signed over to Def Jam through a handshake, but Drake, as that new promising talent, decided to renege on that handshake and head down south with Lil Wayne, Birdman, and Slim, and have a very successful career. Not only just a simply very successful career, but to become one of the biggest acts within the last 15 years. Now that individual is sitting over YouTube's global head of music, and now your numbers are either looking more realistic or they're looking a little bit more funny. No Cat Williams. Guys, leave your comments below. What do you think about one of the silent dark hands in the room, such as Lear Cohen, who still has a very influential position on how we perceive Drake or how these numbers are coming across on YouTube, and the fact that for the first time ever in Drake's career, you have a more than 1 million dislikes on a Drake video? Do you feel that Drake has created way too many enemies, seen and unseen? Be sure to subscribe to our Patreon, where you have exclusive content, audio, animation, podcasts, things of that nature. I am your man, Prince Solomon. I love you all. Enjoy yourselves. Peace. I'm out.
So, if you saying that he got all of that million dislikes because the white dude got down since he running the shit, I don't know. I don't know. That shit don't sound right to me. That don't sound right to me at all. But we'll see. All right.
Let's get ready to rock.
Well, let me turn it off.